solution, and this is how it works. Our solution itself is not just a fire extinguisher, but it's a fire retardant. So if you're caught in a fire, you can spray on yourself, spray on a towel, and you can escape from the fire itself. This is a scenario created to show the houses today and the houses 30 years ago. The one on your left, on the left, it shows the types of furniture that you have, which is more plastic, more petroleum-based, and the houses today were burned in 5 minutes. 30 years ago, with all the natural fibers that they have, were burned in half an hour. Singapore Civil Defense reaches your house in 8 minutes. So by the time they reach your house, it's totally burnt. This is all your Taobao, all your IKEA furniture. Okay. A lot of the furnitures today are not started by yourself. They are all started accidentally. Could be a pet chewing a power bank. Could be the sunlight from the windows. It could be even the water bottles in your car that shine through the windows and onto your sofas. Fire Terminator is the only fire extinguisher in the world that can take out all fires, non-toxic because it's plant-based and will not reburn. The other elements that you see on the chart, they will reburn: water, foam, CO2, powder, and even wet chemicals. Fire Terminator is produced in Singapore, and this is how fast it can take out fires. All types of fires. A lot of our tests are done in international labs, and the crazy thing about Fire Terminator is that if you use the solution to do a burn, and after taking out the burn, that particular material will not light up anymore, even if you try to light it up. So a lot of demonstrations that we do, we have the problem of trying to find new materials to try to actually burn. The speed of the liquid is so fast, it is beyond anything that's seen in the current market. We currently have it in a can form, easier to use than the traditional ones that you find on the walls. Fire Terminator is not water-based. It's water-based. It's not foam. It's not carbon dioxide. It's basically plants. And this is a test that we did in Qatar. We let the car pre-burn for 3 minutes inside the car, and we used 1 can to take all of it out. So it's really good for car fires, really good for home use. Kids can use it as well. It's as easy as a bug spray. As you can see from the back, everything is burnt, and then there's no more fire. Yeah. This is an EV car in water. Even though it's in water, it still burns because lithium batteries create their own oxygen. So if there is ever an EV or lithium fire, it's very, very hard to take out. You cannot use water, foam, or anything else. Nothing works. You have to let it burn. And this is what happens. This is a recycling plant in Singapore. There were batteries burning, and they used every single fire extinguisher that they had. This is a local test that we did. This is an entire EV car battery. We wanted to test our solution, and this is the result. To start off, we had to set a little fire at the end, and then we had to spike the battery. So if you look carefully, this is how ferocious an EV fire happens. These are the older batteries, not the new types that you see around here in the cars. So we start to use our own liquid to take it out. The recent car fire that you saw, that you might have heard in the news on BKE, the EV car, it took SCDF about 16 hours to take out. Compared to what we have in our liquid, we practically took this out in about 2 minutes. Water doesn't work because it creates hydrogen, and our liquid actually stops it from burning. It doesn't cut off the air, it actually reacts with the chemical, the heat. So the more heat applied to the solution itself, the more it reacts and releases free radicals to stop the burning. So at this point, we've already taken out the car battery. As long as you see white smoke and there's no black smoke forming, it's out. So what we did was we used the remaining liquids that we had to actually soak the battery, so that later on it will not reburn. Lithium batteries have the tendency to reburn. If you use water, if you use any other solution, once it dries, once it's brought to a place to dispose, it will reburn. And that's why in the States, they recommend that you do not touch the car, you let it burn for the next 16 hours until it's burnt out. But our liquid is the only global solution right now to actually take out lithium fires and stop it from reburning. That means if I can bring this to a recycling plant, it can actually recycle without reburning. So after burning, we let it dry in the sun for 2 days, and then we transported it to the disposal, e-waste disposal in Singapore. Yeah. So what we have today is the solution in a can. Like I said before, it's the only fire extinguisher in the world that can take out all types of fires, and we've put on the lithium icon as well to show that it can take out lithium. And our current can is CE certified, so that means you can sell this in Europe. It has all the international accreditations. This is great for homes, great for cars. 3 in a home is recommended, 2 in a car is recommended. So if ever in a fire, if you're caught in a fire, you can actually save your life and stop things from burning very fast. So this actually works faster than the traditional ones that you find on the wall, the powder, the foams. This is totally different, and that's why we're so proud to be the ones to represent this brand. Any questions? The shelf life for this is 10 years. The ones you see on the wall, you have to change, you have to do maintenance every year. Yeah, and then the difference between our solution and theirs is that if you see, the ones that they have is powder or foam, and powder and foam, they clog. So if you leave them on the wall for too long, in about 1 year, 2 years times, it will clog. That means you have to do the inspection, or you have to take out everything and refill again. So our liquid doesn't clog. You do not shake this can, you leave it there, and you can sporadically use a bit, keep for the rest of the many years that still has the shelf life off, and you can keep and you can use again. But this has the ability to also take out, because this is plant-based, made of plants. And the crazy thing is that because it takes out all fires, our cooking fire actually it does about 25 liters of cooking fire. You know, the Geylang Serai type, the big ones, that kind of extent of cooking fire, the amount of cooking fire. The equivalent of 25 liter cooking fire takeout is the traditional ones are 3 kilos. So the 3 kilos one on the wall, it has to be a specific kind of extinguisher to be able to take out cooking fire. But this one can take out everything. So you just need this. Yeah. Have a few at home, it will save lives, basically. Yeah. I have personally used this to take out about 3 power banks on separate occasions. Yeah, just one can. Yeah. And this can shoot up to 7 meters, which is quite crazy. Yeah. Any other questions? Oh no. This thing can be kept from minus 16 to 65 degrees. On the hottest day in the car, it's about 50 degrees. So yeah. So it's air inside. It has a bag on valve technology. That means inside the bag, inside the can there's a bag. The bag is filled with liquid, and then the air is in the can. So if you take on our Instagram, we have a video that shows that if you take a blowtorch to blow on the can, it will not blow. It will just crack. It will not explode. Yeah. This is a very, very safe can. Everything is green, recyclable. Yeah. Any more questions? If not, thank you very much.